Soul Calibur VI.
Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Soul Calibur VI on PC in 4K. Damn controllers sometimes. Alright, let's continue our story mode. Shadow of the Azure Knight. With Shongha now on board, the duo of Kilik and Maxi become a trio. The further west they head, the more their target Soul Edge came to dominate their conversations.
Nightmare? So he's the wielder of Soul Edge?
If my investigations are correct, yes.
Kind of an over-the-top name, isn't it? Okay, let's go over everything. They're banding together. And their leader is Nightmare. He's friends with the jerk I'm after. A real piece of work called Astaroth. Then there's that lizard freak. And a woman called Ivy, who uses a whip sword. That's one hell of a crew.
We could end up facing a whole army. Nightmares are like phantoms. Wherever they appear, they slaughter everyone in sight. They're monsters.
What do they want?
Who knows?
Kilik, doesn't your master know anything about all this?
I don't know.
Well, that's just great.
Still, whatever we do, I think our paths will cross at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
Great.
The Warrior in Black. As the three companions' journeys progressed, a mysterious stranger appeared before them and tried to get close to Kilik. What on earth could they be plotting?
The order stands as it was.
Understood. I will make contact shortly. If this is all you have, then your fate is to die here.
Okay.
Battle 1. Fight!
No soul charges.
Who are you?
Useless. I have no reason to answer Show me your strength. Scream!
You suck.
But your finish is lacking. Show me your strength. So naive. I must endure.
Battle 2. Fight!
Crumble!
Could this be?
Scream!
That was a tough one.
Show me what you have.
3. Fight!
Take this! No mercy! Going in. What? I must endure. Take this! So it seems my information was sound. I will tell you one thing. Nightmare has established a base in an abandoned castle called Ostrinesburg. Head there if you seek Soul Edge.
What? Who the hell are you?
Killick, are you okay?
Yes, fine.
Tell me, Killick, who exactly are you? People seem out to get you.
I apologize for getting you involved in all this.
Stop acting so formal. Fine. I'll open up first. I've been hiding something from you. I'm searching for Soul Edge too.
Really?
My country, the Ming Empire, you know it, right? It's going through some hard times. Violence is the norm. In the hope of saving our land, the Emperor asked me directly to search for the hero's sword, also known as Soul Edge. So, that's what I'm trying to do. I may not look like one, but I'm a soldier. Surprised? Well, it means I've been involved in this from the start. You're the first person I've told. It was supposed to be an Imperial secret. Does that affect things between us?
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry. I knew some time ago I would have to tell you everything. So I'll just say it. Soul Edge is evil. It isn't gonna save your empire.
Okay. If you say so, it must be true. I thought it was a little strange. How could that so-called hero sword save our land? Okay, that settles it. I'm gonna stick with you, Killick.
What? But...
My duty is important to me. But I want to know the truth. I want to see it for myself. Okay, when this journey's over, escort me back to my land. With Maxie too, of course. No ifs, ands, or buts.
what have I gotten myself into? I guess it's fate.
Don't you worry about that. I know fate has plunged you into misfortune, but my mother always said, Fate is carved with your own hands. I'm kidding?
Oh, right. Never mind then.
Let's see, for whom would you die? Once in Europe, the group of travelers headed to Athens in Greece. While soaking up the ancient ambience, Killick meets a lone woman.
Yes? Is something the matter?
No. It's just, you look a little sad.
Oh, really?
Pardon me, but are you a traveler?
Well, you could say that.
I am too. I mean, I am from this town. I came to this shrine to pray before embarking on my journey. You're a warrior, aren't you?
Yes.
I was too. I fought for the longest time. It is why I can never simply pass by someone with as forlorn a countenance as yours.
There is something I must do.
When you find a reason to fight, you find a reason to punish yourself. I was the same.
There are some things we are powerless to do anything about.
People speak of fate, but I wonder if there is worth in sacrificing yourself for it.
I feel so uncertain.
The darkness of the soul can be troubling.
It's always with me, like a real shadow, dark and unshakable.
Yet all is not lost.
I can't just forget the past in order to save myself.
It is no bad thing to keep hold of the past. Those dear to you will always be in your memories. Still. The past is the past, if you ask me. There are those you need to protect in the here and now. So, you should wear a more fitting expression.
Okay.
Listen to me babbling on. I have to go.
Are you okay?
Yes. Pain does indeed lie in the past. I shall pray for your safety.
As will I. Those I need to protect in the here and now.
The Fuma Ninja, Killick and the team made their way towards Ostrenburg, but before they knew it, they wound up lost in a meadow. When they finally noticed their predicament, they were plunged into confusion by a strange air encompassing them.
Are you sure this is the right way?
It should be.
I can't believe we got separated from Maxie. Damn it.
Look out!
What the?
So you made it this far.
Huh?
Taki!
Why?
Is that all it takes to hobble you? If so, do you honestly think you can take on Soul Edge? You're a fool. No human can bear that power. I'll stop you here and now before you make contact with the cursed sword.
Hold on! I won't let you touch Killick.
Oh, really? Why do you interfere? You never had anything to do with the sword before. For your own sake, stay out of this.
I didn't choose to get involved. But now I'm choosing not to back down.
Battle 1. Fight!
You can't win. If I were you, I'd back away now.
Won't know unless I try it. After all that attention, Pratter.
Your sword conceals a hidden power.
Battle 2. Fight!
Goes another.
What now? Counter strike. Leave this place. You leave me no choice.
Fight!
This is as far as you go. I'll decimate you. Now stay down.
See, I'm no pushover.
Huh? There's something strange about that sword. How do you like this?
Whoa!
What?
What's wrong? Had enough?
Heh. So you controlled the evil yourself. Fair enough. Just take care. Soul Edge is more powerful than ever before. The instant you give yourself over to your shadow, I'll kill you. You've been warned. There's no escape from a ninja with the power to seal.
Are you okay, Killick?
Yeah. I knew pursuing Soul Edge would be no easy task, but...
The lady with the strange sword. Osterberg, what promised to be their final battleground, was within their sights. No matter what fate had in store for them, it was too late to turn back now. Stealing his nerves, Killick made his way into the forest surrounding the abandoned castle.
Once we get through this forest...
Yep, it's the date we've all been waiting for. Who knows? Might go well.
I just don't want to deal with any more freaks. One lizard's enough for me.
Huh?
Ah!
Speak of the devil.
Maxie, don't do anything rash!
What the? What are you both doing? What a cheap shot. Who are you anyway?
You've got guts. I like that.
Are you Ivy? If you want to fight, bring it on.
Don't you realize the position you're in? Let's see if you really do have any guts.
Huh. You're no match for me.
Well, I do like Ivy more than Shenghua, but that's alright.
Fight!
Wait till I lose your power.
captured you.
You're not as great as you think! You like this? I can hold my own when I need to.
Xianghua! Are you okay?
I'd say that was enough. I have fulfilled my duty. If you want to pursue Nightmare, I don't care. Do as you please.
Hey, hold on!
Xianghua, you can't go on with your leg like that.
No need to sweat it. We're almost to the castle.
Time for revenge. The forest would litter with traps to ward off invaders. As the trio proceeded through the fallen trees, fate brought them face to face with a giant axe-wielding warrior.
A damn trap. Well, isn't this just peachy?
So the reports were true. What sort of idiots try to enter a castle through the front?
Leave him to me. I've been looking forward to smacking down this freak.
So you came here to die? What's this?
Are you here to help us?
This way. Hurry.
But what about Maxie?
I'm fine. Just go.
Impudent fools! You cannot escape me!
I'm your problem right now. I'll have revenge. For my family.
Okay, Maxi Pad.
You're dead now!
Battle 1. Fight!
Be cool! Shut
You're mine! Ria! Fight down! Going somewhere? Battle 2. Fight!
Disappear!
See! Fight down! Going somewhere?
You're mine!
Damn it!
You're mine! Useless!
Stay down! Ria!
Impossible! Shut up and die!
Fight down! Going somewhere? Yeah!
Scuttling about!
You're not leaving me alive!
Be close!
The surf's gonna get rough! Fight down! Is it over? Talk about a poor loser. Everyone, Cam, this was for you.
No escape. Led by a man dressed in black, Killikin Shuangha entered Ostrenburg Castle. The man walked without hesitation, as though intimately familiar with the layout and situation of the castle.
Get a hold of yourselves.
Her leg.
If you cannot fight, you will be left behind.
I'm fine. Don't underestimate me.
Where are we?
Sorry, but I have to attend to my mission now. The rest is up to you.
Thank you. Shanghua, you should stay here.
Never. I can't turn away now after all we've been through. Let's do this.
Okay.
Because that is what it means to be human! I'll carve my own fate! Battle 1. Fight!
Fate is carved with your own hands. Whoa!
Time to die!
What?
Soul Edge! Be unleashed! Taste the sword of despair! Never shall you wake!
Battle 2. Fight! This nightmare shall consume you. Battle 3. Fight!
Ah, damn it.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest. Battle 1. Fight!
Fate is carved with your own hands.
Pathetic! Your nightmare has begun!
Ready? Take this!
I like it. I like all that slow down, counter hit stuff.
Have you confessed your sins? Not yet.
Battle 2. Fight!
So, come to me!
Come on!
Ready?
Ready? Take this!
Never!
Forgive me!
You shall make a fine sacrifice! Wake up!
Take this! Stay down!
What is this strength?
It goes beyond just me.
Not yet!
Ready? Take this! Is it finally over?
Hell's Inferno. The fallen Nightmare's army lay fractured and damaged, and fire seeped through its fissures like liquid. And yet, as long as Soul Edge remained, the mission was far from complete.
Are you okay, Killick? What?
Look out!
Mother, I am ready!
Battle 1. Fight!
My sword will show me the way. I won't go back! Here! Take!
suddenly it's at 60 frames. What the? It's been 30 frames this whole time.
I did it!
The Battle of Destiny. Inferno let out a maddening scream of pain as Shunghwa's final blow struck. True, the fight seemed to be over, but alas, it was not. Inferno possessed unimaginable strength that made Shunghwa only too aware of the tension and exhaustion weighing down on her body.
Is it over yet? Stubborn son of a... Ah!
Shunghwa!
Kill it?
It's okay.
Chun-Lin, give me strength!
Battle 1. Fight!
This is for my soul! Stop this with my own hand!
Battle 2. Fight!
You carve your own fate, and with that, Soul Edge was no more. The subspace began to warp and crumble away. A torrent of power burst forth from the heart of Soul Edge, threatening to consume the injured Killik and Shuanghua.
Is it protecting me? But... The sword!
No! It's too dangerous! Xianglin.
Devalpara Yuga. What a waste.
It's fine.
Killik, hold out your hand.
Huh? This is...
I just couldn't resist.
Shuanghua, could you hold on to it for me?
What? But...
Please.
Okay. Thanks. I'll keep it safe.
Great.
The swords once again left their mark on history, and still the march of fate continues onward.
Right, so that was the regular story mode of Soul Calibur VI. I thought there would be more fighting in the story mode, but there was more story in the story mode, which is okay. I also thought the story mode would encompass like all the characters, and they'd work that all in, but I guess that's really what the other mode is for, where you make your own custom character, so we'll do that as well. But I would like to go through arcade mode with all the characters and watch their individual endings. I think that's always one of the fun things about Soul Calibur. It does have a good feel to it. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed that some of the stages seem to only run at 30 frames, but that final stage ran at 60 frames flawlessly. So I don't know. It maybe just depends on the stage or what the frame rate runs at. I'm really not too sure at this point in time. It is nice to have Soul Edge on PC, but of course you can get it on your consoles as well. And unlike the last entry, it's not exclusive to the PlayStation, which I always thought was, I thought that was really a stupid move on Namco's part to make it platform exclusive. You know, after such a successful launch on Soul Calibur 2 with the multi-platform release, you know, to all of a sudden take away the multi-platform versions, just you know, it was never fun, and I never really did play the other versions that did appear on other platforms. I'm a little disappointed that it's not also on the Switch, even as just a downgraded port. You know, I don't necessarily care that Soul Edge has, or Soul Calibur has, the most cutting-edge visuals. And honestly, I mean, this doesn't either. There are other better-looking fighting games. But if the gameplay is fast and smooth, all the combos and the characters are balanced correctly, then yeah, the graphics don't really mean that much to me. That being said, this is a very good-looking game. Again, it doesn't push your system to its max. There's no HDR, obviously, so I kind of wish they would have included that. But as it is, I think it's fun. I think people out there will have fun with it. It's got a lot of modes. There's tons of single-player content. I mean, we're not done with the game either, and we've got a lot to go over. And I think it's well worth the asking price. So the full price, you know, is justified here. Now, whether or not the season pass or DLC is justified, that's a different story. Like, I never felt Street Fighter V's DLC and season pass were worth it. I think they gave you so little in the DLC that I wouldn't suggest that people get it. I'd only suggest that they get the full compilation, you know, when it's come down in price. But this game definitely does. It's worth it. I think it's worth the full price. Put a lot of time into it. I still think it doesn't have the magic of Soul Calibur 2. I mean, to me, that's the pinnacle of the series. I actually like Soul Calibur 4 quite a bit too, if I remember correctly. But I didn't like it as much as 2. It is interesting to see a resurgence of the old fighting game franchises come back. I mean, we've seen King of the Fighters come back pretty well. Mortal Kombat and Injustice, sort of consider them close to the same game. Street Fighter, of course, made a resurgence. Looks like this game is, and Tekken's been around for a while. Tekken's never really gone away. And more people playing these games online now that the netcode is more tolerable. I still think it isn't quite perfect, and I don't like playing online because of the lag and the inconsistent experience you get. You know, I'd much rather have people over to play a game like this. But there are many people who that the lag is either not noticeable to them, or they're willing to put up with it in order to have a constant stream of opponents. But that's never been my focus whenever I play a game. I just want to have some fun with it. You know, if I'm winning or losing, it doesn't really matter. You know, for those folks who are in the professional circuit, then that matters. But you know, for the rest of us, who cares? It's just pressing buttons. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I am also a little surprised that the story mode is so short. I thought it would be longer, but the custom story mode I think is where the meat of the story mode is. So I imagine that's going to be quite a bit tougher and have more involvement with all the other characters. That's kind of an interesting partnership with CD Projekt.
The legend will never die.
Well, but it will end in a session today. Alright, so we'll stop right there for now. This is audap. You've been watching Soul Calibur 6 on PC in 4K. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.